What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I'd like to wish everybody a happy 4th of July. I'm up early recording because I don't know if I'll be back on here today, being that it's a holiday. And I want to talk a little bit about something that flew under the radar yesterday that I just seen. And it's a follow-up to the story I've been covering about the DeKalb County, Georgia mother who was arrested on Friday for having a mummified daughter in the closet of her abandoned apartment. Now, I covered this story. This will be my third video on this, and this story is sad. New details have come out about this story that are horrific. And I'm going to leave the link. It's a 2.5 minute video. I'll play the video and let you guys see a little bit about what it is, and we'll talk about it. But I'm also going to leave it in the link in the description box as well. One more thing before I jump into this. I just hit 19,000 subscribers. So the race to 20K is on. Guys, I appreciate everything you've done with helping this channel grow. Like I said, this is our channel. Mine is as much as yours. And I do appreciate the support. Without further ado, let's jump into this sad case. Because today is Independence Day. The country celebrating their independence. There'll be barbecues, fun times, and children playing. But this particular child will not have her turn this year. And it's sad. Let's hit it.
Family of a 7-year-old recently found dead in the closet of a DeKalb County apartment complex is now raising money for her funeral expenses and demanding justice as well. Her name is Alivia Hobbs-Jordan. She was just 7 years old. Her mother, Alondra Hobbs, was arrested Friday and is now being charged with murder for her death. But her court appearance scheduled for today was pushed back. And tonight, the little girl's family is talking with our very own Teresa Bowles for the very first time.
Small memories.
I remember when I first met her, she was like 6 months. Me and my husband used to spoil her. She was my everything.
For a life cut too short.
I would have never thought my daughter would do something like this. I'm really lost for words.
Tammy Matthews' daughter, Alondra Hobbs, is facing felony murder and second-degree cruelty charges in the death of 7-year-old Alivia Hobbs-Jordan.
Because every morning I wake up, I just shake my head.
DeKalb County police say this sweet face was found dead at Hidden Valley Apartments. The man who found her described her as looking like a mummy. An arrest warrant obtained by 11 Alive Hobbs is accused by investigators of placing the child in a stroller, pushing it into a closet, then leaving it with no intention on returning.
Olivia wasn't supposed to be in no closet. She deserved to live a little longer than what she did.
As the family awaits autopsy results, Olivia's aunt, Latrice Robinson, is hoping for a different outcome.
Really happy. Because maybe she had something going on. Maybe somebody could have killed the baby. And maybe she ain't had nothing to do with it. She probably was scared to come forward.
Olivia is Matthew's oldest granddaughter. It's been a little over a week, and she says she doesn't even know where to start when it comes to funeral expenses.
I never even seen a casket that little,
Matthew says she hasn't spoken to her daughter and doesn't want to because she could have asked for help. She had no idea what was going on, but now she has to come up with a short-term plan with feelings of disbelief for the long haul.
Justice should be served.
No one plans for a funeral for a 7-year-old. The family.
All right, guys, that's the sad, unfortunate story of what happened to Alivia Hobbs-Jordan. I'm going to be honest with you. I saw the story late last night when I was about to turn in for the night. And I thought about it, laying there just thinking about it, where like it's 4 a.m. I had to get up and do something, just talk about it with you guys. They said that her court appearance has been pushed back. And I was thinking, hey, maybe it's because of the 4th of July holiday. But honestly, I think there's more to this story that hasn't been announced. This is just a little bit that they leaked to the media. And I think she got more charges coming, or upgraded charges, because what they said is true. This is truly messed up, and it's a truly horrifying experience for that little girl to have went through. Said she put her in the stroller, wheeled her in the closet with no intention of returning. Think about it. The man that found her said he opened that door and the house was full of furniture. It was full of furniture. Nobody lived there no more, but the house was full of furniture. He smelled the awful smell of decomposition, went inside, and found a baby in the closet. Said the closet door was cracked open and an arm was hanging out. A human arm hanging out of the closet. So evidently, she was in a stroller. The stroller fell over because she was trying to get out of the stroller. And my thing is this little girl is 7 years old. Yeah, she had special needs. But for her not to be able to get out of the stroller, either she was 1, 2 weak to get out the stroller and just rocked herself to fall over and was calling for help, or 2, she was bound in the stroller where she couldn't get out and tell. That's just how I see it. This right here is horrific for anybody to endure. You're a little girl. Your mother puts you in the stroller, takes the other children. You're wondering why you're not going, and you're the oldest at that. I'll be right back. And put you in a closet. The child suffered, both physically, mentally. Stuff like this hits me to my core because it doesn't have to be. Especially from a woman who's supposed to love, cherish, and protect her children. Now let's go to the grandmother. Did you see her? She was pissed. Pissed. Said, I don't want to hear nothing. Because she had help if she needed it. That was our oldest grandbaby. Our first grandbaby. That first grand always something. That first grandbaby for grandparents is always something. So they used to spoil her. They loved that baby. Her family loved that baby. She didn't. But the mom say, and I give the mom, the grandmom respect. She said, justice will be done. Because it didn't have to go like this. And I'm like that. You try your best to raise your kids right. Tell them, give them good knowledge and impart good wisdom into them. You never know what kind of human being you have until they go out in the world and start treading water on their own. Then the true disposition and the labor, the fruits of your labor, show whether they adhere to your teachings or not. So you can't feel guilt when you got a seed out there that turns bad and spoils on their own. If you know you did the right thing and you gave everything you got and you know you try to put them on the right path and they veer off, that's on them. Stop raising grown folk. I give that woman credit because she's like me. I told my kids, I'm giving you all I can give you. I push you out the nest at 18. I don't want to hear nothing. Yeah, you can make mistakes, but if you make something opposite of what you was taught or treated or how we treated you, don't come back here. And don't expect no support from the family that loved you. That grandmother didn't do her like that. Didn't treat her like that. That's why she can turn off so fast. Because in their family, they don't do children like that. It's messed up. Now the aunt said some key things in another interview that I did in another story. I'll leave at the in the pop-ups. The last story I did, the aunt said, yeah, she was living at the apartment, then she left out of there and started living with a guy. Remember? She started living with a guy when they arrested her. Where was she at? Staying in a hotel with some man. Being the parent of a special needs child is not easy. And children don't decide what their health is going to be as they're coming out of the womb. Alivia didn't ask to be here, but she was here. And she was yours, Alondra. Your responsibility. Things aren't what they always going to be, but you work with what you have and you make it work in your favor. You don't just terminate somebody's existence after 7 years of them enjoying life with the hopes of a prominent future. The aunt tried to shoot bail for her. Oh, maybe it's not really like that. Try to give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe somebody else killed the baby. And she was too scared to talk about it. That's your oldest child. Your oldest child is always dearest to you because that's the first baby you ever had. It's like sometimes, man, no strike against the lady, because you hear this a lot, man. The lady seemed like a nice person. And she just, I think she's just saying that for the camera. But come on, man, we gotta stop giving passes for silly stuff. We do. I think she's gonna get more charges. And this putting the child in the stroller and wheeling her in the closet with no intention of returning, that's stuff that's been heard in the interrogation since they got her. This is all on her. All on her. I'll be shocked if somebody else is involved. It seems to me she met somebody. The baby, Alondra, probably would be a hindrance with her moving and shaking with this man, and she put her right in there. Put her right in there. Like the grandmother said, justice be served, and it will. Bottom line is this. Parenting changes over time. And it ranges from person to person. You know, you might be raised hard and not raise your children like that. Not saying it's good or bad, but sometimes parenting changes. Not everybody should be able to have children. It sounds messed up, but that's true. Not everybody should be able to have children or should have children just because it's a bodily function. If you're not ready, man, don't have no kids. Seriously, this is sad. This woman, the hardest part of this video that was shown was the fact that the mother said, and you could hear in her voice, I didn't even know they made caskets that small. That small. That's messed up. I don't know if you guys have ever been to a funeral for a toddler, a newborn, or a young child. It is horrific, and it does something to you here. A friend of mine had a baby in high school, senior year, and they had a funeral. And they said, anybody want to go? The school bus will take you there and bring you back. I wanted to get out of class. I got there and I seen that casket. It was the size about like that, and it was a real casket with the front part open, and it was tiny. It was excellent craftsmanship, and I couldn't believe that a human being was in that casket. They made caskets that small. So I feel what the mother said, and that's horrific to go to a child's funeral to see that. This woman, Alondra Hobbs, chose something else other than her child. And she left a hell of a mess for everybody else to clean up. Alondra Hobbs' mother does not deserve to go through the sadness of losing that baby, because that baby, just because that baby was hers, that baby touched the hearts and minds of a lot of people. A lot of sacrifice, a lot of love from other people for her to just erase her like letters on a chalkboard. She left a hell of a mess for everybody to clean up besides her. And we do that. We do that when we run around here and shoot and people get caught in the crossfire. We affect other lives. We're all tethered in one way or another with the pain or happiness we can inflict on people that come across our paths. Nobody ever thinks about that. Have a happy 4th of July. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. It's always love with me. You know that. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.